Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time watching. We are in the process of adding cottage charm to our home, and we recently did our kitchen and family room, which I will leave some links to those videos in the description if you're interested. But today we are going to head down to the basement and start our transformation down there. And I wanted to quickly thank Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video, but I will get into those details in just a minute. Something both Thomas and I have always wanted was an exposed staircase, and truthfully, I decided we would never have one unless we moved. But Thomas decided to bulldoze this entire wall back in November. If you've been here a while, you might recognize this wall as one we did about 2 years ago. He built a fireplace and mantle area, and then we had our TV hanging up above the mantle, but we decided the stairs were something we wanted more. So he used all of the scraps from this to relocate our fireplace and built-ins, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this transformation. It's so much more my style, and we were able to keep this on a tiny budget. The wall we are moving everything to is the brick wall we made a few years ago. It was our candy wall and popcorn wall, which I was a little sad to see go, but the first thing he's doing is building our custom built-in shelves. He's using brown shelf board, that's what it's called at Lowe's, and it's about $19 a board, so it's super affordable when we're talking built-ins. The entire built-in you're about to see costs $160 to build, so super affordable, again, when we're talking custom built-ins. He got the measurements of the wall to know exactly how tall he needed to cut them and secured the vertical boards to the horizontal boards. Now, one request I had was I wanted these built-ins to be thicker than these thin boards. So he spaced two right beside each other so he could place a 4-inch piece of trim in front to give it the appearance of this just being thicker material. So I felt that was a really easy way to make this look a lot nicer. We decided to do 2 shelves in the center built-ins and then 3 shelves on the left and the right built-in. So he cut the boards to fit each space and then screwed pocket holes in the bottom and attached them to the sides of the shelves. I will be sure to have the paint color listed below. I'm using the express coat of paint that you can get at Lowe's, and it's only $16 for an entire gallon. And this whole project only took 1 can of paint, and that's including me painting the back walls. This brick used to be red brick, and I don't know what happened to my clip. I painted this back in November and somehow lost those clips. So if you're wondering about the brick wall that's behind here, this was faux brick that we did, and then we used some grout to make it look like it was real brick. And then for this, I just painted it the same white color we were painting these shelves. Now he's attaching the trim, which really finishes off the look of these built-ins. I'm sure you can tell, but they look so much more professional once these pieces were on. So he used 1x4 pieces of finished trim for the top and bottom and the pieces that are running vertical. And then he just used the same exact ones, but he ripped them in half to make these trim pieces that he's attaching to the front of all the shelves. Again, this just gave it a much more professional look, and now these look like custom built-ins. So I believe the price of the trim was around $8. So we used 4 pieces of the 1x4 and then 1 additional board that he ripped in half and was able to get all of those scraps for the rest of the shelves. He also made cabinet doors for these, and this was his very first attempt at making cabinet doors, but I'm actually going to upload a separate video going step by step for this part. If you're interested, just watch out for that video, or if you're watching this at a later time, and I will have that video linked in this video description. Before moving on to the next steps, I want to thank Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. So Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone, with guaranteed savings on every order. I just got my April order in from Thrive Market. I usually will order a few times a month, but something I love about them is if you spend at least $49, then your order ships completely for free. There's no additional fees. They also offer the lowest prices, so if you happen to find the same item somewhere else that's cheaper, then they will price match. So that's just another really cool benefit from shopping with Thrive Market. But let's get into this box and we'll see some of the things that I got for this month. Let's see. Ooh, my Boom Chicka Pop. This is something that I always have on hand. I love all of their different snacks. If you have not tried this before, you are missing out. I highly suggest it. It's super delicious. But as I'm going through this package, you're going to see a huge variety of different things. For example, we have snacks right here. We got some latex-free, gluten-free, non-stick bandages. Oh, my kids love cheddar bunnies. I have been desperately needing this. So I have recently noticed my teeth have needed some help. So I wanted to get some white strips. But what I noticed was it was so much more affordable on their website, which is why, again, I decided to order through Thrive Market versus getting it anywhere else. All right, we got some more snacks right here. And then we got some body care. So we have some body lotion and some body wash. Now with all the spring cleaning that I'm about to do, I was so excited to try the Rosie brand with all of their different cleaning products. So this one right here is their chlorine-free bleach. Then we have a whole bunch of different ones. So let's open this up. This is their all-purpose cleaner, then their tub and tile cleaner. And I'm pretty sure this is their glass cleaner. Yeah, so glass and mirror cleaner. So I'm really excited to try all of this out as I am doing some deep cleaning around the house. I know Thomas is gonna be excited to try this. So this is their non-dairy buffalo sauce made with avocado oil. Ooh, this looks so good. So this is their ranch dressing made with avocado oil as well. So we're really excited to try these out. Another thing that's really cool and makes shopping with Thrive Market super convenient is that you can shop by so many different diets and values. So whether you're gluten-free, keto, or maybe vegan, there's finally a grocery store customized to you. Every time you make an order on Thrive Market, they will actually show you your savings. So with this package alone, my savings was $46.31, which is pretty amazing. Now, as far as memberships go, there are two different options. So you can either do the month-to-month option, which is $12 a month, or you can select the annual option, which will save you a bunch of money. This one is just $59.95 for the year, which boils down to about $5 a month, but you will just be billed that one time annually. And what's really amazing is they guarantee that you will make your $60 in savings back. And if you don't, they will credit you the difference. So you're guaranteed to make that $60 back for the membership fee over the year of you making orders. So I know those of you who have never made an order through Thrive Market before, you're definitely going to want to try. So if you just go to thrivemarket.com/AshleyHughes, you will receive 30% off your first order plus a free gift that's valued up to $60. So I will make sure to have this linked below in the description box. Thank you again, Thrive Market, for sponsoring today's video. Moving on to our fireplace, not much of a tutorial here, but he used scrap pieces of 2x4s from our last fireplace to build this out, but we placed our little faux fireplace here to make sure that it was a good fit.
Okay, I'm gonna get my arch out of this. This is scrap left over from our last entertainment center that I took apart of my built-in. So this is the top of the arch, and I'm gonna bring the arch only down. It's gonna be a very mellow arch, so I'll probably bring it down between 3 and 4 inches on the ends. And then I'm gonna take my yarn. I would use string if I had it, but this is what I actually had. So I'm gonna tie it here, and then I'm gonna tie my pencil to my point. And then as I make my arch, I'm gonna base my pencil off of where I want it to hit and end. So that's how long I'll make the twine. The closer I bring my screw to my top point, the more of an arch it's gonna be. So if my screw started here, and my string only came to here, when I do my arch, it's gonna bring my arch way bigger than I need. So I'm gonna find out where my screw needs to be so my arch ends where I want it to. Let's go to 12 inches from the top. So if that's where I want my arch to end, then I need to make sure that my string or my screw, moreover, is far enough back in the exact center of the board that I can do it.
Next, he just attached all the plywood to the framing, and then we are using the exact same mortar we used up in our kitchen. Only this time we don't have any stones beneath. We figured we could give it a nice textured look by just applying it thicker in some areas and smoothing it out with a cloth. So he applied this over the entire space, and then we went over it with a cloth and in some spots a damp sponge. Now to finish this wall off and to make it look like it's all connected, he's going to build a little bench that lifts up so we have extra storage here under the TV. We've been using it to store our blankets and throws in, so it's a perfect spot for that. He used a trim piece to run along the wall for the lid to sit on, and we are just using the same brown shelf board to build this out. So he has one for the lid, and then he has one at the base. For the front of this bench, we just needed a smooth kind of board that was large enough to cover the width and the height of this bench. So we grabbed one of these MDF sheets that would cover this space well, and then just added some trim pieces in the front to secure it. Then to finish this off, I'm just painting the entire thing the same color as I painted the built-ins. So here is the finished view of this wall. We have a lot more we are doing here in the basement, like adding exposed rafters to the ceiling, which we have a few going up right now, and working on another area behind the sofa. Right now, we also have sliding doors that lead to the patio, and we want to switch those out for some French doors. We also need to replace the flooring where the gray carpet is, especially because when we ripped out the wall, now there's cement flooring that's been exposed. So that's the next step that we will be working on. But I also wanted to show you a quick view of our staircase, but I love this space so much now. I love the fact the staircase is exposed. I think it just makes so much more sense the way that the layout is now. But that's everything everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to visit the link in my description box to get 30% off your first order when you sign up through my link. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.